Hey everybody, how you doing? Bonus video for the day. Had one of our Soul Tribe members send me a video, and it's odd that we've been talking a lot about, crafts, off-world uh, potential events, but we sometimes fail to remember that we possess the military industrial complex, some very advanced technology. The founder of Boeing and Skunk Works said before he died, he said, wherever you think we are, he says, we're hundreds of years ahead of that. So this is behind me is the Tr3b, and I want to share with you some of the video that I have gotten that I think you're really going to like. And so let me just pull this up and we get it right there. And there, we're ready to go. So check this out. So I posted this about 5 years ago. This was filmed outside of Phoenix, Arizona. I believe this is where they have a number of the manthises. This is what they're called, the Tr3b manthis. The technology is obviously very advanced. I don't know if it's anti-gravity or more anti-magnetic. It's, hard to determine. What we do know is, for instance, whatever is this in the center is, that's where the real magic happens. And look at the parabolic top over here. That tells you a lot of people don't see. And you can see this is the width of the craft. This may be a propulsion. I don't know. Hard to say what the three lights are. Again, I don't think they're for navigation. Again, as it begins to turn, there's close-ups here. This, again, is many people don't know it, but they actually do have a parabolic apparatus on top. And so in this one, it's quite unique because they have this technology that when they engage it, it is remarkable. As you can see, that craft was solid. You want to go back and take a look at that? Can we see that again, Wayne? Sure you can. All right, there we go. Right? We don't see this light protruding to the top. So we'll advance here. And then all of a sudden, boom, baby, look at this. Now we see it extending to the top of the craft as though there is no center. And then it begins to form this, I just call this a warp field. I don't know what else to call it. It produces this effect, and then the craft is gone. And then we're right back where we started there. So extraordinary, isn't it? But that isn't anything compared to what the video that I was sent. And I'm going to pull it up now so that we can all, and there you can actually hear it in the background. So check this out. I don't know whether it's authentic. I don't know whether it doesn't look to be in any way Photoshop or manipulated. I'm pretty good at those stuff, and I can't tell anything of any artifacting at all. So let's check this out so you can see it as well as I, and I'm going to get myself out of the panel. So here we go. Check it out. Now there are several things I'll point out to you because when you begin to see this, this is why I do believe it is authentic. But let it run through and with the audio, and you determine yourself, and then we'll do a little bit more of a critique on this. Now you have to admit that is rather extraordinary. Now, there's several things that as we look at this, this is I think he's using this now in slow motion to get a better idea. And I want to stop here because when we get it back into focus, I want you to notice two things. Number one, there is a circular indentation up here, but there is a single device right here that is where the light comes out, and you can see it right here very plainly. So this is a device aperture that is coming, it looks like it's apart from the hull of the craft itself. And let's continue. So you can see it very clearly here, and this is where the light emits from. And look at this. You can see there's another apparatus right here, almost to like the Tr3bs that we saw over Phoenix. Now you see how it begins? It's in that single little apparatus there. And this is where whatever it is, this is the technology. And then you can watch as it begins to emit. Now, this is like a transducer or a ground. Clearly, it emanated from that object that we saw twirling independent of the main craft. And then you can see it's actually almost like it's unwinding, much like you would see in a stun gun when you would shoot out the two probes. And then you can see that it falls very rapidly. And it's very clearly, to me, it's like it's unwinding. And then when it makes contact, and it's still coming right here out of this device. And notice how the craft, we have seen these over the Pentagon. In Mosul, Iraq is where I saw some remarkable footage of these craft with powerful, powerful beam weaponry. But nevertheless, and such the clear dimensions that you can see of the craft as it's doing whatever the heck it's doing here. It's picking up something. So it sends something down. Very clear that it's sending something down. What? I don't know. And here it's picking something up. So it's almost as if the object that was sent once the beams were grounded apparently in the earth or whatever, that as it came down, it picked up something. Now, I don't know if it's like an insulator, but it seems to have that characteristic. Now, notice, and I know it's at the bottom of the frame here, this is something large and it has mass. I mean, if you compare it to the building right next to it, I would say it would be the equivalency of an automobile in size, but I don't know. I'm just speculating. And then it holds for a second. Now look at it turning. It's actually spinning up these light beams. There you clearly see again how it's turning as it's being taken up. And then you saw it almost right there, and we're going to do a still of that. And then it connects. And I don't know if there's this opening. That's what I showed you before it started emitting this light. There's like a bay door. And then you can see it now retracting whatever that apparatus is. And then you can start seeing it beginning to reduce and then gone. It's amazing technology that I think we're seeing. Again, I don't know if this is real or not, but it's pretty impressive regardless. And this is what's really interesting in here. There's so much to this craft as we get closer in, you can see whatever that is, it's caught in these beams, no doubt about it. And then as we pull in here, again, look at the apparatus, the device. You can see it here already. And then you see it emit the beam, and it's only takes less than 30 seconds. Whatever it's picking up, there is the, I don't know, the package going down, and now the package is going up. You can see it's actually spinning. It has to be a hell of a ride, isn't it? It has the same characteristics of every other one of these craft I've seen. And they all do that. They can take off at speeds that are incredible, just absolutely mind blowing. So I don't know. Decide what you want. It's very interesting. I thought I'd share that with you. And as we've seen with the stills on the craft that was photographed over Phoenix in the Phoenix area, excuse me. Yeah. So obviously this is advanced technology, not being used every day. I don't think the average Joe can go to their hardware store and say, hey, I'd like to get one of those beaming things. So it's obviously advanced technology. Is it off-world technology? Most likely. You know, is it reversed engineered? Could be. I don't know. And then again, it could be all of an illusion, but I don't think so. All right. Have fun with this. I'll see you later, and much favor to you, and we'll talk soon. All right. Bye-bye.